Yes, you saw the title correctly. I'm doing 100 drops tilted in Fortblox, and I actually did do this, no clickbait, like seriously, I have a lot of footage. My C drive is hurting, but if you have seen Luke the Notable's videos on his 100 drop series, you know exactly what's going on here. And as you can guess, I've taken some inspiration, so I'll link them in the description. Anyways, let's just get into game one. So while I'm dropping into game one, I just wanted to know, if you couldn't tell already, that this is just a Fortnite remake in Roblox, and I'm not taking this super seriously. I'm only doing this to have fun and not to get better at Fortblocks or learn tilted towers better or anything like that. Also, what the fuck are we talking about right now?
Trying to find her age.
She's either like hundreds of years old or they don't have an age for. I can't tell which one.
Well, dude, if she's hundreds of years old, that's game.
That's game, but...
Well, Brady, what is she, a mushroom? Look up average lifespan of, like, female spore mushrooms or some shit, like...
So I honestly did not remember what we were talking about here, or who we were talking about, I guess, and I thought I wasn't going to be able to figure it out until Gavin decided to let us in on some information.
Guys,
What?
Smurfette's 5.
Dude.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Game is game.
No, she's not. She is an old soul.
Okay, so to get a little more serious here for a second, if you look down at Tilted Towers, specifically right here, which I couldn't find the name for what this building is called, but I remember it being referred to as Trump Tower, so that's what I'm going to call it. Anyways, this is the building I landed at for the first game, and is the building I ended up landing at the most during this video, and I wanted to give everything about Tilted a rank, mainly ranking each of the 13 locations I picked out for Fortblox Tilted Towers specifically, which I will be ranking on how much I've went to each location throughout the video, starting off with Trump Tower being my most dropped location and the best location at Tilted, mainly because it has a chance to have up to 16 chests in it alone. And this is the best vantage point obviously as well, because it's, you know, super high up and stuff. There's plenty of windows. Really the only drop off with it is that you're usually going to be landing with someone else here if it is a fuller lobby, which can vary, and I will be explaining later. Yeah, anyways, Trump Tower gets a 1 on the list. Moving on. So for game number 2, we dropped at what I'm going to call Fish Tower because it's shaped like a fish. And for this tower, I'm going to have to put it on the number 2 spot on the list, even though there's another building that I'm going to put lower on the list that definitely has a better chance to get more loot. It's just that when it comes to where I dropped the most, this location is definitely number 2. So I don't know how I forgot to put this in, but the last game we got a victory royale, and I'm gonna have a little like counter of my, you know, wins and my losses for all of these 100 drops. Well, pretty much 100 games. I mean, each drop would be 1 game, obviously. So yeah, put that up on the screen.
I have the rocket you can control. You can control it, but it takes your camera. Oh, he just downed me. Okay.
Okay,
I'm coming,
that
I'm
guy
coming.
just did not play. That guy does not play. His name is Zeus Bob.
I got him.
Actually, I think you can put a red on.
So honestly, I know what you're thinking right now. How does one get so good at Fortblocks? And I really don't even know how. I think the Fortblocks gods may have just blessed my fingertips with this mouse and keyboard. Also, keep that rocket launcher right there in the back of your minds. It's very important later on. And that's because I'm going to be making a tier list. Kinda. It's more like I'm adding on to it. But all of the items in this game are going to be in the tier list, and I'm going to be ranking them throughout the video when I feel like I've used a gun enough to know how good it is. Okay, so now that I'm looking at this tier list and that I put these 2 in, I'm realizing that this is definitely not the exact same game, but it's definitely like another like Fortnite Roblox type of game, and they use the exact same sprites, so I'm just going to use this. So just go with it. Just go with it. I'm also seeing that some of these don't exist, so actually really quick, I'm gonna make a little row. I'm gonna call it the don't exist. Yeah, it'll be the don't exist. What's wrong here? Wow, I'm sorry I didn't put the fucking comma. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. Okay, so starting off with this grenade launcher because I just used it. The shockwave grenade launcher, I think it is pretty good. Shockwaves in this game, or like, you know, shockwave grenades in this game are very, very good. This is the only other ones that you can use right here. And that's because you can't build. So being able to get to a vantage point or like to cover you know, and not being able to just make it for yourself is very, very nice in having these. But you have to have rockets, the ammo. Honestly, I think personally it would be an S tier, but since it's like in gun form and it needs the, you know, rocket launchers, it's gone B for me.
Kill the guy.
Did you like completely down him? Like,
Yeah, he's eliminated.
Oh, nice.
That money noise.
Timer stops for him. Why is my health in red? Like, fucking the upper left.
And
Based off of those clips, I'm feeling A tier. Also, I'm not gonna give a fuck about the rarities because I was just thinking about that too. Now that I like look at them, I'm just gonna go based off of the gun that it is overall. For the third game, we landed at what I like to call L's because these two buildings look like L's. As you can see, there's a bit of a pattern to how I name these towers. Anyways, L's is going to be number 3 on the list, and I didn't do this on purpose, but I've dropped all these locations in order so far, so that's nice. So these Fortblox games aren't usually too eventful, and that's why I haven't shown too much of the footage of the actual games so far, because put it simply, people are bad at the game. But every once in a while, you'll get a game like this where people are actually trying, and they will fuck you up.
Quinn, be safe.
I'm being sick. Whoa!
Is that what his name was?
oh,
Oh, I think Toby died, dude. Toby was in our lobby. He died.
dude, guys!
He's behind you. Be
I
careful.
don't have any fucking ammo. I don't have any ammo.
I'm falling.
I can't catch up to you guys. Fuck.
He's trying to BM. He's finishing Glenn.
I'm just...
What the fuck?
So this next clip is a pretty good example of why I don't really like using medkits and I prefer bandages.
I'm healing. I'm like back behind you guys a little bit healing.
Yeah.
The 3 people just descended on me.
Use your air.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I thought this would be a pretty good time to just get the healing items out of the way and rank them. So you probably can guess how I feel about the med kit. I'm gonna put it in D range because it still heals you. I want to put it in E and maybe even F. I won't put it in F because it's, you know, it's functional. It's not just like trash. I'm not gonna say it's really, really bad because it does still heal, but it's annoying. So D tier. Instantly, the bandages are gonna go into probably B tier because honestly, I don't really use the heals that much. I mean, I'm just that goated, but I think I'm probably gonna put them there, and then I'll put the shield one above the bandages because, hey, the shield at least gets you above where you start. So even if you don't take damage, you can make yourself feel a little bit better and just, you know, put some more health on top of you. So I'll give it more props just because of that. So drop number 4 was a pretty average game and there was nothing really different about it beyond the fact that we didn't win. So I'm just going to skip it, and it's going to be far from the last one that I have to do that with because as you can tell, we're only on drop 5 and almost 9 minutes through this video. Anyways, this drop was what I'm going to call the brick building, and this place is horrible. Honestly, it's only this first floor that you see and can only have 2 chests in it and might have less. So it's gonna get a 11 on the list of drop spots. Also, I ended up getting this silenced pistol, so let's throw this in the item tier list really quickly. So I'm just gonna throw this in like B tier. It's a very good submachine gun replacement, but if I got a good submachine gun, I'd take it over it.
Go flying.
Down one.
Okay.
Down one. Brady's going in. Brady's going in.
Oh. I needed help from you, so
Let's fucking go.
So as you just saw, the impulse grenade is definitely one of the more OP weapons in the game, or items in the game, not weapons, because it pretty much can be used in any circumstance for either getting yourself out of a situation or getting yourself into a situation if you know, like want to kill someone. And I was thinking while we're at it, because it was in the clip, the heavy shotgun is also like extremely good, one of the better shotguns in the game. I would definitely say B tier. If you can't get exactly what you want, it's definitely going to be one of the shotguns that you're going to have to go with. Game 6 was at the basketball court, and this is a pretty solid drop. I think it gives you around 7 chests, and I land here a good bit, so I'm going to put it at number 8 on the list.
I just knocked one. Knocked another.
So just trust me on this one. Like, It's goated. Game 7, I landed at Garage. It's not a bad location because you can run to a lot of loot around you, but the loot in the garage is very minimal with there only being 3 chests max there. So it's gonna get a 9 on the list for me.
Well, if I could totally eat to get back on. Like, I have no idea.
Bro is hungry. But anyways, yeah, you saw if you hit your shots, it deletes. So we'll put it in B tier. So this might actually be one of the best clips that I've ever hit in Fortblox. I mean, this shit is just absolutely crazy.
Alright, guys, I'm just gonna go for it. Watch this shit.
What? I didn't see them. I was not looking that way.
Got one.
This building.
I'm killing them.
Like, glare that sun fucking sucks dick.
I just killed all of them.
So I know you didn't notice because I was just deleting those kids, and that's probably the only thing you could have noticed during that clip, but I was also using the shitty ass gun, or I mean, I had it in my inventory, and I'm gonna give it a solid F tier because I just have a personal hatred for it. Every single time I try to use it, even the legendary variant, it's just ass, so I'm just fucking leaving that shit alone. Also, I just noticed that there's 2 of these, so gonna put one of those in the don't exist bar. Moving on. For game number 9, I landed at what I call U building. I know that one might be reaching a little bit, but it's kind of shaped like a U, so go with it. Anyways, it's a pretty good building if you don't want to land with someone else, but not really the best for loot. And I'd say it gets a 5 on the list because it's right across from Trump Tower, so it gets landed at quite a bit.
Ooh, I got one of those one launchers, those like impulse launchers.
Kill them.
No, I'm using this to my advantage.
Odin.
Brady just like killed him.
Okay, so yeah, funny moment, but I don't know if you can see these 2 guns that I have right here, but they're both like not that good. Honestly, the assault rifle is pretty good, but I'm just gonna throw them in a tier list really quickly because I don't have that many notable moments with them. So I ended up finding out that these 2 are also duplicates like the Revolver, so I just threw them in here because they're right here and right here. So yeah. Starting off with a shotgun, it's honestly dog shit, so I'm gonna put it in D for dog shit. I would put it in E, but I mean, it's a legendary gun, and you can only find it as a legendary gun, so it does do somewhat good of damage, but it's not a good gun in general, so yeah, D. And the AK, I mean, it's an AK, it'll get the job done. I'd put it in a B personally.
Oh, he's down by you. Got him. Dead.
I want a shotgun so bad. Alright, cool. There we go.
So I feel like that clip was a pretty good representation of the fact that this game has 0 aim assist. And if you're not using a gun that's like spraying bullets, you pretty much have to hit your shots or you're gonna get fucked on by someone who is spraying bullets at you. So I'm gonna just do both of the pumps right now because they are 2 separate like variants, but they kind of act the same. And I'm just gonna put them in C tier because they're like definitely better than ones that are like this, where you can even spray this gun, it just does no fucking damage. It's just that like you have to hit your shots, and if you don't, it's game over.
I just hit a kid at Loot Lake for 116. Almost hit him again.
He's unhittable! Okay, I got him. Finish him.
So this scope revolver is definitely one of the better weapons in the game, and I'm gonna have to put it into A variant because besides the legendary variant of this that has 10 shots in 1 magazine, this can have like 6, and you know, it's chamber, I guess you'd call it. And it has a scope on it as well, so it's really good for long range.
Yeah, there's some people down by the reboot van.
And deleted. Oh shit, hit him again. I thought that would one tap him.
So personally, I'm really not that big of a fan of the hunting rifle. I think in normal Fortnite, it's beautiful, but since it only has 2 shots and it doesn't have a scope, it's honestly just like a shitty sniper in this game. Probably one of the worst. Game 15, I landed at Highrise, and I didn't come up with this one. I actually found this on the Fortnite wiki. Anyways, I'm going to have to give this a 4 on the list, even though it's my first time landing here and it's already game 15. I just end up going there a lot more in the later games. And I definitely say it's one of the better buildings. It's probably the second best building when it comes to loot. I just don't necessarily prefer it over, you know, buildings like Owls or Fish Tower, because, well, honestly, it's because the battle bus always has one direction that it goes, or one path that it goes, and it makes it a lot easier to get to buildings like Fish Tower and Owls, or a lot quicker to get to them than it is Highrise.
Yo, have you seen that one like skiing post where it's like this guy and his, or this like kid and his dad, and he's like, pizza, pizza,
Pizza! Do a pizza! Pizza!
That gun's not that good, if I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, well, you don't know what's good for me. That's why I just deleted a kid with it.
So Quinn was low-key hating on this, but I'm definitely gonna put this in A tier. It is way better than just like a normal assault rifle, even though for some reason they made the SCAR like OP as fuck in this game. So the SCAR is S tier, and we'll get to that later on, but this is definitely an A tier weapon. It would, you know, be in my preferred loadout if I couldn't get a golden SCAR. For game 21, I am now alone, and I think I'm also going crazy.
Ah! Ah! Easy! This gun is so fucking good. You can just do that? Where are you? Where are you fuckers? Come here, boy! Oh, I almost got his ass. Dumb bitch! Dumb bitch! I'm going for that one guy way over there. I want to see if I can do a kill like this. If I can get a kill like this is ridiculous. That is fucking ridiculous.
So, alright.
Pretty sure that's like a thing, is Chug is supply drop. I'm gonna be honest, we're not talking about that ever.
So as you could probably guess, if you hit your shots with the SCAR, it absolutely demolishes people, but apparently even if you don't hit your shots, it still demolishes them, so S tier. And I also had this Chug on me in this clip, if you could tell or not, if you saw that, but I'm not gonna say they're bad, but with how quick this game is, you pretty much have to be like completely safe. Like you have to know for a fact everyone around you is dead in order to like safely use it, because it takes a whole 15 seconds. And in Fortnite, with a much bigger, you know, map and the circle not going as quick, it's different. But you know, this Fortblox goes a little bit quicker, so it's kind of annoying sometimes. For game 24, apparently I was on the gangiest shit ever. So just roll the clip.
DeadPresidents, gangiest shit ever. Boom! Gangiest shit ever.
Game 25, I dropped Noms, and I'm gonna have to give it a 7 on the list. And I know this seems a bit high, but it ends up just being one of those that I landed a lot later, kind of like Highrise. And overall, the drop is pretty good because it's sandwiched right in between the best drops in Tilted. Like, so for just itself alone, it's horrible, but since you have that, it's pretty good.
Floating in the air.
So the machine pistol is really, really good, as you just saw. If you are, you know, hitting your shots with it, it's going to delete, and it's not like a shotgun where you get, you know, one shot every couple of seconds. You know, you pretty much can just hold down, click, and aim in their general direction, and things are gonna go good. So I'm gonna put it in like A tier personally. And a lot of the other submachine guns act the exact same, with a difference of like genuinely like 2 to 3 in their magazine. So I'm gonna put them all in the same exact category as well, because submachine guns are just really good in this game. Like if you get a legendary variant of any of these, then just take it. Which, now that I say that, I've never seen a legendary variant for either of these two, so I will put them in one below. And then this one right here, I was going to say the exact same thing for, so I'm going to put it here too, because I've never seen a legendary variant for it, only going up to blue. I've only seen these one as blue. And this one right here, I've also never seen very good, and it really doesn't work like a submachine gun as well, so I'm gonna put it even lower because I'm not too big of a fan of the Tommy gun. So for game number 27, I landed at the forgot about building, or that's at least what I'm gonna call it because I forgot about it, and I don't even have a spot on the list to put it, and I'm just gonna make a little spot for it really quickly. But it's not necessarily a bad drop. I just like literally never go here. I don't know why. I think it's just like a subconscious thing, but I just don't really like going here, and I never go here. So that guy was honestly just straight ass. Like, I was using the legendary variant of this gun, which if you have that, it is one of the better guns in the game and will shred someone. And compared to a common just assault rifle like AR, that's what I'm gonna call this, just compared to a common AR, like that's a solid C range gun right there. And it definitely like C or lower. So I'm not really sure what happened here with the audio, but it sounds really shitty. But yeah, Revolver good. So you already know what time it is. We're putting the fucking Revolver in B tier. I was about to put it in A tier, but it's not quite that good, but it's definitely like a trustworthy weapon. I would pick it up if like you have no other long range weapon. It is a good long range weapon if you want to send shots flying a person's way. And I'm also going to get the Desert Eagle here and put it in the exact same category. Ooh, we made B tier big. Because it's kind of like the same exact thing as this pump and this pump, where they're pretty much the same exact like weapon. They just look a little bit different and are called different things. But I mean, like, it's literally just like a better version. The Desert Eagle is just a better version of the Revolver. Audio is shit here too, but this was too good not to put in.
He's not so dead. Yeah, get fucking out of here, Willie. Willie 240. Oh. Was calling me a camper. Oh, bro is hating on me.
So I mean, it's a pretty solid sniper. I mean, it's not quite as good as this one, so I'll put it one below it, but solid sniper. For day 41, I got a bit of a suit change. I'm now like a builder dude, and saying that, now that it's day 41, that was a really big skip that I had right there, and the skips are only going to be getting longer and longer because, the stuff that I'm doing in these games is just kind of boring, I'd say, and a lot of them I'm just playing them by myself, and it's not really, there's not that much information to digest there, so yeah.
The way you can just end kids in this game is just ridiculous. It's just like, do not ever try me.
So that clip made me realize that this shotgun never got put into this list at all and wasn't there in the first place. I would have thought that it would have been, but it wasn't. And I'm definitely gonna have to put it into B tier because it's better than the pumps for sure. And I'm not gonna say as good as those, but it definitely belongs in the same category. But I mean, that's because one of those is basically like the legendary variant of the tack. So I mean, it's basically just like the better tack. So yeah, they get the same spot.
And then you take some argument and you're like, dude, that like genuinely like made me feel like 10 times better.
You're like perked up right now. So for game 52, I landed at the tree, and I'm just gonna call it the tree because it's, as you can see, a tree. This place is shit, obviously. It's gonna get a fucking solid 13 on the list because it only has 2 chests at it and a couple of items, and it's usually dog shit too. Like, it's never good stuff. So yeah, 13. Day 70, I found my first like mythical variant weapon, and it's this like laser gun thing, and it's honestly pretty good. I said that it was shit at first, and I just wasn't really using it correctly, but I'm not gonna put it quite in S tier. It's definitely gonna be like an A tier type of weapon. So going into game 73, I have now fully evolved into Smiley Man. And Brady is Queso, if you were wondering. So yeah, he pretty much qualifies as 2 people. I'm basically playing squads now. Game 83, or going into game 83, I discovered that if you play enough Fortblox, a random gay person will join your Discord call and start playing music on his guitar. So game 89, I finally land at tacos, and if you've been paying attention to this video at all, you know that on this list, this number 6 slot has just been open, and that's where tacos is gonna go. And I understand that that makes zero sense. I honestly don't know what really went wrong here. Obviously, a mistake was made, but I think I just kind of guessed wrong, because I did kind of guess with this list. I made it before I went through all this footage, so yeah. That got figured out though. Game 90, I finally landed at the clock tower, and if I'm correct, the next game I land at the huts, because I wanted to knock these two out, you know, right in a row, right at the end, pretty much, just to get them out of the way. But I might be wrong. We'll see on that. Oh, and this gets a... Okay, this is 10 on the list. This is number 10 on the list. So I was right. Game 91, I did go to the huts. And there's a reason that these are going to get number 12 on the list. They are genuinely the worst spot to land. But I just really don't like that tree over there. That tree spot just kind of like pisses me the fuck off. So it gets one lower. But yeah, I mean, never go to the huts. They're horrible. So the last 9 games are really nothing special. I'm showing you game 100 right here, but even game 100 we lost. We got fucking shit on, and even some kid that had nothing to do with us is dancing on us. So yeah, I mean that pretty much signifies that last 9 games went. But this is pretty much the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know this really wasn't much, but hey, 100 drops in Fortblox. I did it. It was way too much, but I did it.